It's about time. It's about time you come back home. I beg you, please. Oh, Israel, take the lead. You see the line, you've crossed it many times. It never crossed your mind. You do it like you're blind, knowing the path you walk is slightly off in time. God's trying to count you in, but you're not making.
Hello, my name is Michael Hines, and I'm a proud member of the Israelite Nation Worldwide Ministries. Today, I would like to share my perspective concerning the Israelite nation. When I reflect on the Israelite nation, three words come to mind: truth, leadership, and freedom. Truth, because we are indeed the witnesses of the Spirit of truth, who is not accessible beyond our gates. Leadership, because we offer to the world a new way of thinking, one that would allow for the restoration of human dignity. And freedom, because all of us are born into sin and are deserving of a second chance at life. And the Israelite Nation Worldwide Ministries provides the only path to redemption. I like that. But how is all this possible? How is this high standard of learning, this special way of thinking, made available to us? It came because of the messenger of truth and freedom, our Elder Shadrach. Elder Shadrach Porter is the founder and the master teacher of the Israelite Nation Worldwide Ministries. He is a very humble and wise man, a man who has been my teacher and my guide since my youth. And I like that. Thank you, Elder Shadrach. Let me show you a little bit. Let me give you an illustration of his wisdom. He has founded the Israelite Nation Worldwide Ministries at Toronto, Canada. How significant is that? Well, it's at the border of Egypt. Now, we know of the Underground Railroad, how it led from the United States to Canada. And the slaves were able to move from the land of bondage to the land of freedom. This is very significant because my elder has walked, or is walking, in the path set by Moses and the prophets in the days of old. He has established the Israelite nation at the border of Egypt, even this new Egypt. That is very significant. That makes the biggest difference. Here now, we have an opportunity to learn from those who are the ones that establish the principles of freedom, or who lived by those principles, the principles of tolerance and respect, even for others that don't agree with our opinion. I like that. And we're talking about Canada, of course. This makes a big difference. So what I'd like to suggest is that you visit us at IsraeliteNation.com and join us in this dialogue. Or better yet, pick up one of Elder Shadrach's books. The Truth to Lie in the Bible comes to mind. That will be your guide, as it has been mine, so that we could all hold hands and serve the God of Israel and worship Him in spirit and in truth. Thank you for listening.
I'm just privileged, you know. I feel privileged. I just feel it's just the Israelite Nation Worldwide Ministry provide me with the tools to be a better mom, a better sister, just a better servant to the God of Israel. It's just like, you know, Elder Shadrach taught us so much in regards of how our culture is, and it's just I'm able to understand why we do what we do. You know, I understand that we have the new moon, we have the Sabbath, we have Day of Atonement, we have the Feast of the Tabernacle. It's just there's so much that we were given, and to understand and to be able to teach our children that is just remarkable. Yes. And I just feel privileged for that.
Yeah.
How about you?
When I think about it, I think about growing up as a child, I always, even growing up in the church, I always knew, in Christianity, let's say, I always had a strong sense of right and wrong. I always saw us, black people, in the book. I always saw us in the book. And then when I saw the Ten Commandments, you know, the movie, Cecil B. DeMille, I felt like somehow we were a part of that. And then to come into this knowledge, be introduced to the Israelite Nation Worldwide Ministries in Toronto, Canada, it was so phenomenal, because it was like the questions that I always had that no one could answer, all of those questions were answered. My purpose for being who I am, what we're supposed to do as a people, we're to serve this mighty God, the creator of heaven and earth, the creator of all things. We're to be his servants and to teach this doctrine, this culture to the world. I mean, and not be in this place of confusion, not knowing who you are, following other people, but to just walk in the fullness of being God's children. That is so powerful and mighty, you know? And like you said, to teach this to our children, it is just so important. And to see them walk in what we've been taught. And they do that. They demonstrate. So what we've put in these babies, they give it back to us. And there is nothing greater than, I mean, being the best that you were created to be. I mean, that's awesome, you know, and to serve this God. And I'm just so grateful to our God for our Elder Shadrach, you know. Had it not been for this humble, wonderful man, none of this would be. So I am just grateful and thankful for the opportunity to just be who we are, the children of Israel. Ooh.
It's about time. Say it's about time you come back home. I beg you, please. Oh, Israel, take the lead. You see the line, you've crossed it many times. It never crossed your mind. You do it like you're blind, knowing the path you walk is slightly off in time. God's trying to count you in, but you're not making mine. Dressed to the nines, your golden lights that shine.